Okay, today we are playing a game on Oasis. We are playing 2 rounds as Genji, like 5 seconds as McCree, and then we are playing the rest of the game as Lucio. So let's look at our team now. Also, this is a competitive game, but it took place in placements, so who knows what the SR is doing. It's gold, platinum-ish range, but it could be anywhere, who knows. So we've got Genji, Mercy, Ana, Zarya, Soldier, and Roadhog. So, pretty average. Very unremarkable. So let's start the game. So, we are on Garden to start with, and whole team's over there. We see that they have a Winston in there somewhere, so that's going to be a bit of a problem for us. Winston being pretty good against Genji. He doesn't play Winston very long. So right now we're just doing the thing where we sit back and we poke around. Caught a glimpse of somebody. It was Winston jumping over our head. However, he is now fucking dead because he jumped right onto a Roadhog. So now we've got a bit more free reign to go in. We really want to try and get at this Ana. Wouldn't use Deflect on a Genji because chances are he's not going to hit you. And Deflect is a pretty important cooldown. And, you know, I'd be more interested in trying to deflect, like, Ana's grenade back at her. Or if D.Va decides that she's going to try and cause you trouble, like deflecting D.Va's bullets back into her, rather than a Genji. So, there goes that Genji. We tried to get him, but he died before we actually reached him, so, you know, probably didn't need to dash after him, because it doesn't look like he's in a terribly good position I mean, he's running away, so obviously he's not in a very good position, but we actually see he's got 1 hit point. He's still in line of sight, so we can infer we probably don't need to dash over here to try and get him, but I would have done the exact same thing. So, now we got eyes on the Mercy, we're going in on the Mercy, killed the Mercy, great, awesome. Now's where you just start dashing through them all again after that, honestly, because these people here, they are squishy, and we've killed their Mercy. Like, just dash through these people, because that's like 50 damage right there. And we dashed through them right there, in the end anyway, so I would have just dashed through sooner, basically get that 50 damage in as quick as possible. But we're going to win, regardless. It was Baby D.Va and an Ana trying to defend the point against our entire team, so it wasn't really working out for them really well at that point. So, it's just their Genji. Genji's gone now. Didn't kill the Genji. Not surprising, really, since we're also playing Genji. We've almost got Dragon Blade built up. Things are going well right now. We've ended up on top of the frame of the window that we were trying to get into, which is a bit awkward. We've very, very close to having Dragon Blade. Also, both their supports are Ana and Mercy, so it should be pretty easy for us to kill both of their supports if we can get on them with the Dragon Blade. Because unless Ana sleep darts us, their team doesn't really have very much that can stop us. They do also have a McCree, but God only knows where the McCree is. We haven't seen him all game yet. So there's not a lot they have. Also, that feels really good right there. Just popped out right behind us. Easy. Textbook. So it should be really easy for us to kill the supports with Dragon Blade if we can get on top of them. They don't have very much to stop us. In fact, right there, I would have probably gone for it. Because their Genji's dead, we see both supports, and the only thing nearby is D.Va. D.Va can't stop us if we go in with the Dragon Blade. So I'd probably go in right now and try to get the Mercy, and then try to get the Ana. Mercy's also off behind this wall, so we can probably kill her before Ana can even really, like, get in at us. And, I mean, I guess McCree could be over there, but I haven't seen McCree this entire time. I know they have a McCree, but I don't know where he is. Oh, there's McCree. Look, there he is. And we've dashed right in on him right there. Not great. We could just go in on this Ana. Like, this Ana is ours. And we also hear the sleep dart right there. She just used it. She doesn't have it to try and stop us. The thing is, we have already used our grenade. When you're trying to kill we have already used our grenade. What the fuck am I saying? We've already used Deflect, and when you're going in on an Ana, you usually want to deflect, because when an Ana's getting somebody on top of her, her immediate response is going to be throw grenade at feet. So if you've got Deflect up when you go in on the Ana, you can fairly reliably bounce it back at the Ana. But she's all by her lonesome. We should just go in on this Ana. Then we come out, we see McCree, and we do not dash in the correct direction. Yeah, whoops indeed. Yeah, feels bad, man. Okay, so we have Dragon Blade built up. Things are still going okay over here, it looks like. And now things are going less okay, and now we decide we're just gonna wait. which is fair enough. Most of our team is dead. So we're sort of poking off over here. This is not a recommended course of action. We just dash directly into their entire team while nobody is low HP, and we're fairly lucky to get away with it. But again, they don't have very much that can hold us down and kill us, so... Over here, here's McCree. We bounce the grenade back at the McCree. Unfortunately, we can't really actually kill him, so feels bad, man. Winston's there to support him, and he was in like an awkward location. So we just got nano boosted suddenly, so we've got to go in right now with this blade. And we get dropped really low as we're going in, but we're playing Genji. We've got the Dragon Blade. We killed 3 people, both supports before we died. Perfect. Awesome. About the best you're going to do for not really expecting the nano boost to come out. And then we had to suddenly go in. Fortunately, when we had to suddenly go in, the first thing we found was Mercy. So, feels good. Zarya just died by her own hand over here, apparently. So, there's Mercy. She just rezzed some people. Things are not looking good in this fight, really. We're trying to get in on this Mercy. It was a lot close. We were a lot closer to killing her than it actually looked like we were right there. She actually came pretty close to dying. So, got McCree here. McCree just used his flashbang. We can go back in on McCree right now. We shouldn't even hesitate. We should have just dashed back on him the second we saw him throw that flashbang. So, we dashed through the Mercy right as she flew up to us, so we ended up pretty far away, but then she dashed back into us again for God only knows why, so we still got to kill her anyway. So, now, there's a D.Va here. Her mech's almost broken. We break her mech, get some damage in on this here Genji. D.Va's pretty easy for us to kill. Oh, here's Ana. More interested in killing Ana. Fair enough. And now, things are getting a little awkward. Managed to dash through, get some resets, hide out of the way from McCree. A lot's happening right now. Things are very chaotic. So we have Dragon Blade built up right now, but we've got 53 hit points. So we go over, we get the health kit, we come back over with the Dragon Blade. Probably, I wouldn't really recommend this one because the fight's not going fantastically at this point. And as we look around here, we do indeed see it is just us versus the entire team. So I wouldn't recommend that Dragon Blade. However, we got rezzed at the end of this all, so now we get to come back in for round 2. What we should be doing right now really is like looking around for the Mercy, because we know they have a Mercy, and we can't see her anywhere, so she's probably off hiding. So here's Ana. We've killed Ana. Pretty sure that was Mercy we just caught a glimpse of. No, it was Lucio. I lied to you. They don't have a Mercy anymore. Never mind. Disregard. So, here's D.Va. D.Va's dead now. She was getting whole-hogged. And we got control of the point. There's Lucio. So, I mean, what's he gonna do, really, right now? Here's McCree. We used Deflect a little bit early, because there's no way he's gonna throw the grenade at you right there. And we're basically trying to deflect the grenade back on him. But probably weren't going to kill him regardless anyway, so now we've gotten some breathing space. We're halfway towards another Dragon Blade. We get to just sit and poke around at them a little bit. So we look at their team and we think, a lot easier now that there isn't a Mercy, basically. So, however, it is going to be harder to kill Lucio than it is to kill Mercy with the Dragon Blade. So, McCree just dropped really low, but he disappeared around the corner before we could actually get in on him and kill him, so that sucks. And there's a lot happening right now. We go in on the McCree. We try to deflect. He holds the grenade. Throws it at us. Oh, God. Oh, we got a little bit of panic going on. No, didn't get him. Honestly, you probably... I mean, that's obviously the safest place to get out, but you probably could have killed him in that situation. Used the deflect a little bit early, because usually when you're fighting a McCree as Genji, the McCree is going to hold his grenade for a little bit to see if you try and deflect, because the McCree is going to anticipate that you'll deflect at the start. This is where it gets really deep into the mind games, right? The McCree is going to assuming the McCree is good, the McCree is going to assume you're going to deflect right at the start. So he's going to wait a little bit to throw the grenade at you to see if you deflect. So you'll want to wait for him to shoot like once or twice in the duel and then try to deflect usually, because he's not going to throw it immediately because he'll expect you to deflect immediately. So, I mean, I guess, and then like that, and then how deep do you want to get in on it at that point? Maybe he'll throw it immediately because he's expecting, you can get in as deep on that one as you want. But we also, if we just aimed a little better, we could have killed him as well, but that's not helpful advice. But you didn't need to get out on that one, is the moral of what I'm getting at here, basically. So there Genji's dashing around with the Dragon Blade right now. Lots of things are being used to stop him, basically. Now we pull out the Dragon Blade. We find Baby D.Va. We don't quite kill Baby D.Va before she gets back in her mech. However, her mech is swiftly broken. I would just go on the Winston and try to get some damage in on this Winston with the Dragon Blade, rather than, like, stepping back and hesitating a little bit. Because at that point, you're not actually going to kill anyone with the Dragon Blade. You might as well just try and get as much damage in as you can. And whoa, look at this. Whoa. That's how you know the round's not going very well. I wonder why she didn't boostio him, though. That would have been better than the Baby D.Va. I don't know, maybe she couldn't see him. So, High Noon is happening somewhere. We're looking for it. There it is. It's gone now. Just saw him peek out around the corner. Y'all want to know the time of day? So, yeah, we've won the round at this point. We're just having to go through the ceremony of killing all these people who are coming out to touch it, because unfortunately their team is very fast, so they're getting back here quickly. And yes, I was also surprised when that self-destruct actually killed you as well. When I was watching this through earlier, I watched it through on like 2x speed before I actually record something. So then you just suddenly died. I was like, whoa, whoa. Okay, so we're going to play Genji again for this round, and then we're going to change to Lucio. Honestly, that round was a pretty good Genji game. It was a round. It was a pretty good round of Genji. I think for the most part we did fine. We could have gone harder on the supports a couple of times, but I think aside from that, and like some mechanical fumbling, I think it was about as well as you can do in that round, honestly. Especially since they also had a Winston. Fortunately, the Winston didn't really cause us much trouble, so we didn't really have to worry about it. So, in we go now. We're now on University. It's University, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's University. I'm always, like, fake myself out on the King of the Hill maps for some reason. So, here we come. There's their team. They're all grouped up together right now, so we can't really go in and get anything done. We're just going to sit back and do some poking in at people. Oh, we see they have a Mei as well, which is a little bit concerning, but honestly, it's not too much of an issue as long as you play around the Mei. We see up in the kill feed we've lost our soldiers, so things are not going well right now. We're also getting low. We dash through the Mei a little bit early, and we don't end up getting the kill on her because she's Mei, so now we've got our dash on the full cooldown. Here comes D.Va. Oh, poor D.Va. Let's watch that one again in slow motion. Here she comes. I'm gonna bump Genji. Oh no, what have I done? I do like to focus on people's shame. Okay, so now, D.Va's gone, we don't have to worry about D.Va anymore. Here's Tracer. Tracer's hard for us to fight. Tracer just died. Mei is also dead, so now we've got free reign to go in on this Mercy as soon as we get the opportunity, basically. We hesitate to go in a little bit. I would just dash in and try to get in on this Mercy, like, immediately. We're, like, worrying about this Genji when we really shouldn't be worrying about the Genji. Then Winston jumps on us, does some damage. I was just about to dash out. That's also fair, seeing as you were half HP. I would have gone in on the Mercy, and that might have gotten me killed, but dashing out would also be fair enough. Basically not making the decision quick enough, basically. So, now, fight's still going okay over here. Things are now not looking as good anymore. Winston's going around in his primal rage. Over here, we see a Baby D.Va and an Ana. We try to deflect the Ana. Doesn't really work out, but we're making space still because we're pressuring their backline and they're having to fall away. And their Winston was not getting much support during that period of time. So even though we didn't actually kill anyone, we put pressure on the backline and forced them off of the point. So we still did well right there as well, despite not killing anybody. So there's Mei. We dash away from the Mei. Great, didn't get frozen by Mei. Don't have to be sad. So they're all up in this area right now, which is not the worst thing, because Genji can, like, do the wall climbing action. Here's Winston. Winston's not really performing a legal maneuver right now, but he did get the Ana before he died. So here's Genji now. Genji didn't get a whole lot done. We have got our Dragon Blade. We decide we're going to use it right now, and fair enough. Unfortunately, like, we almost killed them too quickly. Like, it ends up... First world problems. We killed them too quickly, and it turns out we didn't need to use the Dragon Blade, but I would have also gone in and used the Dragon Blade on them as well. So, we are low HP right now, so we want to try and find some health as soon as possible. Usually better to jump in the pit if possible, because there's actually a big health kit down there instead. But, I mean, it doesn't matter overly so right now. Here's Mercy. We get the drop on Mercy. Oh, Mercy got earth-shattered and killed. We dashed unnecessarily because she ended up dying to Soldier, so we don't get the refund on that. Oh, just barely got to the health kit before Winston killed us. Oh, look at this. This is great. But, oh no, May's also using... A lot's happening. May's also using her ultimate, so we dash out, and then we come over here. We find out Reaper is using Death Blossom. A lot happened all at once right there. Fuck it. Everyone threw their ults in the pot, and we won in the end. We got a bit of chip damage in on their Mercy over there, so that's some ult for, like, 3% ult charge for us. Okay, so now we are not full HP right now, so we don't want to be doing this. We should be looking to get healed up right now instead. And now we're coming over here. Reaper's falling away from something right now. Again, we're walking around at half HP. Like, this is not good. This is not good times. Because we're walking around in the HP range where you can get one shot. Granted, they don't have much on their team that can one-shot us, but we're walking around at a really dangerous HP value. And we have been for a while. And now, oh, Winston's come on us. We've almost died. So if we were full HP, we'd have 100 HP right now instead of 17 HP. Oh, here comes Winston. Winston dashed over us. Oh, we juke him in the staircase real good, and we get to get the health kit. Awesome. So we've almost got Dragon Blade built up right now. Here's the Mercy. We're going to go in on the Mercy. She uses Res. We're going to use Dragon Blade. I'd actually be trying harder to get the Ana right now than the Mercy, because Mercy's already used her ult. I'd be afraid of Ana using her Nano Boost. But we killed them both at basically the same time anyway. And, unfortunately, even though we got both the supports, the Res was enough to swing the momentum around, and we're losing this fight. Feels bad, man. Aside from, like, walking around at full, like, half HP for a while, I think we've been doing pretty well during this round as well. This is a pretty good Genji game overall, but this is the last round we play as Genji, and then we're going to change to Lucio. So here's Pharah. Things have gotten more awkward now because they have a Pharah. It's not the end of the world if you're playing Genji. Genji is actually fairly reliable at killing Pharah, because you get to just dash through her and do 75 damage guaranteed. Or 100 if you can also get the right-click on her as you go through. So, now, we haven't got our ult right now, so it's going to be hard for us to get too much done. We want to get the Mercy, but she's hanging out in the sky a lot, so we probably want to try and get the Ana a little bit more. We could try and go in harder on the Ana right now, because her whole team is going off ahead of her. Diva's about to get distracted by Reaper, most likely, but then she swings back around to us. We could probably try and go on the Ana a little bit harder, since we had all of our cooldowns up. It was relatively safe. Oh, fuck, here's Pharah. Oh, fuck, there's Mercy. Lot of stuff happening. Lot of chaotic fight happening right now. We get to dash over the edge right here. And we've managed to get back to our team. Here's Ana. Ana can heal us. Great. We're actually going to go back in and change to McCree right now. And so we'll play like 5 seconds of McCree. So, fair enough. We want to try and kill the Pharah with a little bit more guarantee. Sleepy Winston over here. We couldn't really do very much about Sleepy Winston. So, we've already lost Soldier, which is not a good start. Oh, fuck, we stunned him right as he got nano boosted, so then he pulled out the Dragon Blade, and we're like, fuck. Well, what are we gonna do now? Now Winston's on us. We try to kill the Winston. Get the health kit sooner, basically. Maybe you win, but, like, probably fucked in that situation. Even if you kill the Winston, like, this is still going pretty badly. It's actually not going as badly as I thought it was, because quite a few of them also died, but it wasn't likely to make any difference right there. So, now we're going to change to Lucio, and we're going to play the rest of the game as Lucio. We have only had an Ana this entire time, and now we have just us. Someone changes, I'm pretty sure. Because I don't remember being the solo healer, but maybe we were, and I was just crazy. No, there we go. Okay, Reaper is now playing Ana. That's funny. So, we're waiting around to ferry Ana there a little bit quicker, since she's lagging behind now. Okay, so now we're on City Center, and we're coming up around to try and contest the Grav Lift. A lot of people next to this edge. We don't really get a super good bump on them. However, Reinhardt managed to bump 2 people off as well before getting bumped off himself. So this ledge has already claimed many lives. So we could have tried to switch it into speed boost as soon as we see the D.Va. We could try switching it into speed immediately and like get behind her and try to boop her off. She's lost her mech right now, tried to boop her, it doesn't work out because, you know, when D.Va comes out of the mech, it's pretty hard to like determine where she's gonna go. So most of them are dead right now. It's just... Oh no, Soldier's also here. I was gonna say it's just Winston and Mercy, but it's also Soldier. Winston is now dead, Mercy is now dead, so there's just a Soldier off somewhere in that region. Oh, May's gotten back over here, so we're going to come and support Reaper. And she's walled us off. We're going to grind over the wall. Boop the other Lucio away. This is, like, really nitpicky, but, like, don't boop the Lucio in this situation, because it only does, like, 20-25 damage. I can never remember exactly how much damage it does. Not very much damage. And you booping him like this, it doesn't do anything, really. And somebody, like maybe McCree's not, because he's just shot somebody else, but maybe McCree's lining up a headshot on this guy or something, and then you boop him out of the way. It's not worth, like, doing 20 damage when the DPS might do more to them. Unless you have a good reason to boop them, like you're going to push them off a ledge, you're peeling for somebody, something like that. So, we're up here right now, we're playing Lucio, we're riding on some walls, we're having a good time, we're trying to, like, peek over the top and shoot at them, it looks like, but that's kind of hard to do. We are a little close to them right now, but they don't have anything that can immediately punish us for that, because they don't have a McCree or anything at this point. So it's not the end of the world, but we were, like, the front line for a little bit, which is kind of scary. Reinhardt's just come up, he's used his ultimate. Oh, we didn't quite kill the Mercy before she rezzed, so that kind of got nulled out. A lot of damage going around now, we've amped it up in the middle of our team. We've got sound barrier, but our team is kind of scattered around. Oh fuck, we're in traffic, but we didn't get hit by the traffic. We come back over, we drop the beat just in time for the sound barrier, but not, for the sound barrier. Yes, just in time for the sound barrier since we used it, but not quite in time to, save Reaper from TAC Visor. This is a very chaotic fight. We've got a lot of diving heroes. There's a lot of fighting happening in this game. So, here comes Winston. Winston's scary. We should just try and get away from the Winston, really, in that situation. Just, like, kick it into the speed and try and get away from him. He's gotten on us and he killed us. Basically, as soon as, like, Winston's on you, just, like, get away from the Winston unless you can kill the Winston. We couldn't kill the Winston in that situation. And he ended up running us down and killing us, and he got put to sleep right as he killed us as well. Feels bad, man. Okay. Okay. So, I'm gonna go back, because Lucio just made a noise I wasn't ready to hear, right? Let me turn the audio back on the recording. What the fuck was that? I just wasn't ready to hear that noise come out of Lucio. Okay, so, now we're coming back around. We can see some fighting is already happening before we arrive. Of course, there's been fighting non-stop this game, basically. So we're not really healing anybody right now. No, I lied to you, we're healing Zarya, so it's fine. Mei is using her ultimate right here. We're trying to get out of the beat. Oh, we just barely got out. We can try, like, the important thing is that we get out, but we can try during that to, like, boop the Mei, because she's gonna try and line up a headshot on somebody that she's frozen. So it would be worth trying to boop the Mei, because maybe then you fuck up her headshotting somebody, but that's also probably not likely to make a huge difference, and it's more important that we get out of the freeze zone, and we got out of the froze zone, so... Most of our team's dead right now. We shouldn't even be over here, because this isn't going to work. It's just you, Anna, and Reaper, so this is, like, not going to work, basically. They're not really doing anything to try and punish us. We managed to kill their... In fact, it's paid off huge dividends, because we've managed to get Mercy to ult for no reason. So, I guess it all worked out. What? I don't know why she thought that one was necessary, but whatever. So we're coming back to boost Reaper over here. He teleports ahead of us. Oh, we're over here now. Fight's happening over here while this has been happening. We've lost Zarya while this was happening, so that's not great. But they've just lost Winston and the Mercy. So it's time to go in now. We've almost got sound barrier built up. We're trying to get up here to fuck with their soldier, but he puts on the TAC visor while we're doing that, and it kills us. Yeah, I know what you were trying to do. a fine decision, but like as soon as he put the tack visor on, we were basically fucked. We just came over the edge and saw the tack visor. I figure that's what you were trying to do. Fair enough. But he ulted and he killed us. Feels bad, man. So, now we've almost got sound barrier built up. Our team managed to win the fight anyway because it was already going well by the time we died anyway. Attack visor wasn't enough to save them. So, now we've managed to build up sound barrier before they actually got in here. We also have attack visor and Death Blossom. So, here's Winston right now. We boost away from the Winston. Winston's ulting after us. D.Va's throwing her ultimate in. I'm pretty sure I heard another ultimate in there somewhere. We really dropped the beat. Doesn't look like we hit very many people, but we were getting bumped around, so it's not surprising. A lot of ultimates happening over here. Graviton, Death Blossom didn't actually manage to kill anybody because they have a D.Va. So, fight's still going well. We've managed to kill their Winston and their Mercy. Mercy can't res anybody now. And everything's going well. We've got this, everybody's getting killed now. So, even though we didn't actually kill them with the ultimates, we've managed to still kill everybody in the fight. Great, awesome. Somebody's actually still touching the point. Who's touching the point? Oh, it's a Tracer. Of course it is. Tracer's dead now. We come over here. We're going to boop this Winston. Looks like we might have actually bumped him off course enough that he didn't get onto the point. Because I think he might have bonked off the ceiling as he was going through. So, very chaotic game. Fighting constantly. So, now we only need to win this round to win. We're now back on Garden. Garden's a pretty good map for Lucio because there's an edge to bump people off on the point. And it's pretty easy. If you can get up onto that, if the enemy team's up on the high ground and you can get up there and push them off, ooh, bam, easy game. So, on top of Lucio just being good at King of the Hill. So we took a big chunk of damage coming in right there because now they have a Pharah again. Oh, fuck, here's Soldier. But even though we took the Helix in the chin after getting damaged by Pharah, we've managed to get away with it. He is still over there, and we sort of, like, ignore that fact, but then a lot of stuff comes over here and kills us as well. The play is probably just to, like, get out sooner, because the fight starts going badly very quickly. Very, very quickly. But we just got bursted to death, so that feels bad, man. We actually have gold eliminate. 45 eliminations is actually quite a lot of eliminations. So, things are going pretty well right now. So, we're sitting over here right now. I don't think we're actually healing anybody right now, so I think we could be in the speed aura. Now Reinhardt's getting fucked, but he got hooked, so there's not much we can do about that unless we noticed sooner to boop him off, try and boop the Roadhog. D.Va's in here. We're all ganging up on the D.Va. We're bullying this D.Va pretty hard, but the supports are coming in to try and rescue her. We came through to try and get in on the Mercy, but now we're going back in on the Mercy again from the other side, a new and different angle. However, a lot of people are starting to crowd around the Mercy. Oh, fuck, there's Roadhog. This is starting to get very scary. We should probably be thinking about not doing this anymore. Roadhog is now sleepy over there. We don't wake him up. We managed to kill the Mercy. Soldier's already got Tac Visor because we've been fighting literally non-stop since this round started. Oh, we managed to kill everybody. Great. Awesome. And it's good we killed the Mercy because she's probably got her ultimate after that fight as well. So, we almost have Sound Barrier built up, which is very fucking fast, actually. So, we don't need to be on the healing aura right now, because we're not actually healing anybody. We should be in the speed when we're not healing. Oh, fuck, there's their team. That's a very unnecessary maneuver. Again, it's like an unnecessary boop, and it sort of puts you in danger as well. And they now have a Roadhog, so you can be punished for over-positioning at this point. So, they're trying to get control of the high ground, it looks like. We're coming in around here. We're going to try and get this Mercy. Mercy reses people. We can go in and try to boop these people off. Like, it's going to be a bit difficult from this angle, but you, like, slide in sort of like this area. You might be able to push somebody off this edge, or at least make their life slightly more difficult. We try to kill the Mercy. Mercy reses. Feels bad, man. They're sort of trying to push their way up. Like, I think, and then Roadhog comes out behind us and whole hogs us. I think we might have been able to push one or two people off if we went in a little bit more decisively and push them off. If we're not going to try and do that, we basically just shouldn't be hanging out back there, because we're at Lucio, yeah, and then we're, like, behind their entire team. So, either, like, go in and try to push them off and then, like, go back to your team, or just, like, get out of there, basically. So we're waiting now to try and boost the rest of our team back as they're respawning. These two people have had pretty staggered deaths, so we're going to wait and get them as well. We're actually just going to get the Zarya. Fuck Soldier. Fair enough, he had the most staggered death of them all, so he gets to do the Walk of Shame. We see over here, Reaper's died, so that's fantastic timing, Reaper, just as we get back. So we can't really do too much right now. Our team is also splitting up. We're going down here, and our tanks are going off over there. So that's not exactly great. Now they're going back over here. We've gotten the memo, and now we're coming over here as well. Anna's over there. I think that was Anna that was way over there, which is not a great angle for her to be in. So we have sound barrier right now. We should be healing the Zarya, because she's like half HP right now, so, you know, that's pretty important. And we had to amp it up to try and do that as well. We're going in right now. Things are going pretty well. We don't even feel like we have to sound barrier right now, because things are going pretty well. Managed to bully their Mercy with the help of our Winston. And just incredibly unremarkable push, honestly. Like, we just kind of like went, alright, we're gonna go in, and then we went in, and then we won the fight without really having to do anything, honestly. Feels good, you know? Zarya was even half HP as we came through the door as well. Everything went a lot better than expected. Okay, so now we are low HP right now. We want to be getting healed up right now. Anna's healing us now. Winston getting a little overeager, didn't actually get killed though. So we've got sound barrier for this incoming push, and this is probably the last good push they're going to get in, because we only need 20% more. Okay, so we can hear ultimates happening right now. It's actually Farah. I didn't know whose ultimate it was because I don't speak moon runes. So fortunately, McCree has managed to kill her. However, he did manage to kill Soldier. Over here, we see Winston is getting killed. We come over to heal Winston. I would just sound barrier right now, honestly, because now is the point that we're fighting, and Roadhog's using whole hog. We sound barrier now. Now we're low HP. But we've got the sound barrier to protect us, so it's fine. So, we've managed to kill a bunch of them right now. Mercy comes in and reses them, though. Feels bad, man. But then we put the Graviton on them. We just stand still and line up the shots on the Mercy. We're inside Winston's bubble, so it's not the end of the world that we're standing perfectly still, but, you know, try not to stand perfectly still. And things are still going fine. Ah, fuck, we got hooked. I mean, there's just a lot happening during this game. I didn't even know Roadhog was back yet. But it's okay, we'd won the fight by that point anyway, and we won the game. Didn't even have to go to 5 rounds, and yet it was still a very long game, honestly. One of the best games I played. It was honestly a pretty good game. Oh, Korea as Reinhardt. All of Korea got it, and a whole enemy team left, so they're upset. Oh, feels bad, man. Feels good for Reinhardt. So that was a pretty good game overall, honestly. Like, I thought it was good Genji, and I thought it was a good Lucio as well. We didn't really play McCree. I thought it was a good game overall. There's not really like a huge recurring thing that stood out too much. We have a bit of a tendency as Genji. We have a bit of a tendency to be kind of afraid to go in on people. Like, there's a few times we could have gone harder on the supports. And then when we're playing Lucio, there's a few times we're getting a little too close to them instead, or we're like overstaying our welcome and we should just get out. But other than that, there were no like really big recurring things that stood out to me, mostly just like the little things. And there's like mechanical stuff in there, like aim better stuff was in there as well, but I don't talk about that because it's not helpful. Overall, I thought it was a really good game, actually. So yeah. Thank you very much for watching. If you did, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to answer, and hope you found the video helpful. That's a really gimme medal for Reaper, actually. 5 Death Blossoms, only 12 kills. Come on, Reaper.